Hi, I'm Shaka Hislop, and you're here at Extra Time TV.
So up next, the match that I guess everybody's speaking about, Barcelona take on Klopp and his men, Liverpool. Barcelona have had a wonderful journey, just as Liverpool did. Kevon, this is a wonderful matchup, an exciting matchup. What do you think about this particular game?
Andrew, this could have been the final.
Yes, I agree.
It's such a good encounter. I mean, Liverpool, when you look at it, the way they played this season, they came out, we think, hey, last year it was a one-off, but they topped that.
Yep.
I mean, they lost one game for the entire Premier season. Remarkable.
Yep.
And they come into the game on a high because their recent results have been good, and they have been pushing City to the max. And they had I would say, an easy game last in the quarterfinals against Porto because they were really superior to the Portuguese outfit, but they were cut out against Barcelona in the new camp. Now, history is on Liverpool's side because I remember the last time these teams played, you had that incident where Craig Bellamy scored in the new camp and did his golf club celebration, after hitting Risa the night before. But that's another scene. But that, and I remember in the UEFA Cup a while ago when they just held out for a nil draw in the new camp and they actually went through thanks to, I think it's a Heskey goal. So
Yeah, Emil.
they have had a really good time against Barcelona, surprisingly. But for Barcelona coming into the game, La Liga has been sewn up. It's all set. But I think that they need to produce their best performance of the season to beat the Liverpool team. Because this Liverpool team, they are so enterprising that you cannot even blink against them.
Yep.
And Barca, Coutinho has been finding some form, and he has been silencing the New Camp faithful with his celebrations and his goals. So I like the counter because it pits Coutinho and Luis Suarez against Liverpool. And I want to see those two guys back in Anfield. Yeah. But I digress. The first leg is in the new camp. And if Liverpool can really establish a footing and settle in the game, I can see them getting a score draw or actually a win in the new camp. What do you think?
I think you're absolutely right. I think this is Barcelona's first real challenge in the Champions League. I mean, I'm not trying to be dismissive of the other teams, and there's so much subplots in there. You mentioned Coutinho, Suarez, and Liverpool is a team that have no reason to fear Barcelona. Yes, there's a Messi factor, but players like Van Dijk, who has been a wonderful signing. I mean, I was critical of his price tag. I mentioned that like numerous times. But, I have all issued valuations of players. But he has been phenomenal. I mean, a lot of people take shots at Lovren, but I think the combination of these two guys, I think a lot of people are speaking about why people hate Lovren. But I think, the Liverpool team is a really strong team that Klopp has put together. And I think they have no reason to be afraid of Barcelona when they go there. I think this Barcelona team is not the all-conquering Pep Guardiola style Barcelona. But you also get the impression this Barcelona team hasn't hit that real gear as yet. And maybe that's how they play. Maybe that's the style of play that they've chosen, where they probably have given up some of the possession in order to add some physicality to the midfield. Maybe that's why they signed Vidal. Because that's one of the issues I had with them last year. I thought that they were soft defensively, and I still don't think that they've solved that issue. And with the pace of Liverpool and their attacking trio, plus the very solid midfield, I think Barcelona are going to have to be very careful because if they could catch Barcelona on the high line, that Liverpool team, as you rightfully said, one slip, and Liverpool could probably hurt with that speed. What I don't think is a very pacey Barcelona backline. I mean, sure, they can adapt and maybe defend deeper, maybe not play the usual Barcelona way and try to counter-attack. But I dare say this, everybody's saying it's Barcelona for Barcelona to win and they're using the Messi factor. But I think this is going to be a very difficult game for Barcelona. And I would be shocked if they get, a very clear victory. I think it's going to be a close game, and I think they should be concerned. I see vulnerabilities as Barcelona. Back four is not watertight. Yes, they did a great job, and honestly, they've improved defensively, although I'm kind of contradicting myself because a couple games ago they did really poorly in La Liga. They won, but they were conceding a lot of goals. So I think this is, Messi and his men should be worried, Kevon. But with that being said, Kevon, I just highlighted Barcelona's possible problems. Do you think that Messi and the Messi dependency on Barcelona will be their downfall? It will get shown up by a team like Klopp? Because I think this is their first real challenge.
I think it will. Because when Liverpool play, they can possess the ball in the final third and be okay. They have players like Wijnaldum who can put their foot on the ball and dictate play. And with him, and you may have a guy like Henderson banging around in midfield. But once that ball gets to the front three with Mane, Salah, and Bobby Firmino,
Yeah.
then when they have the ball, Barcelona, they're going to have to defend.
Yeah.
And I think that when Liverpool surge forward, every time they surge, Barca has a problem, in my opinion.
Yep.
Because even at the back, remember Liverpool, their defensive record this season really stellar. And guys like Robertson, Van Dijk, and Alexander-Arnold, they have been playing extremely well. So, in my opinion, Liverpool would play so well that Messi's touches would be few and far between because the ball may not get to him that much. He may have to go seek and look for the ball way back in the midfield.
Yep.
And that's not good because Suarez, in essence, will be isolated. And Andres Suarez hasn't scored a goal this season in the Champions
It's very
League.
sloppy.
So, I mean, yeah, it doesn't look good for Barcelona. But, again, you have probably the best player on the planet.
Yep.
And he can change any game at any time in that Blaugrana T-shirt.
Yep. You know, Messi has bailed out Barcelona so many times.
Yeah.
I think even last year we said it, you know, Messi has papered over a lot of cracks of Barcelona. I think his individual brilliance still strikes fear into a lot of people. Teams that I think last year when they played Chelsea, I really thought that they showed a lot of respect to Barcelona because Chelsea were breaking through their back four.
Yeah.
And if they were more lethal up front, I think they could have hurt. And then it showed when they played Roma.
Yeah.
And I think that is, Klopp is a very intelligent coach. He has put together a team. I'm very impressed with Klopp. When he came to Liverpool, you've seen the progression of what he did with his team. He identified certain areas. And, you know, we live in an era where you spend lots of money on transfers.
Yeah.
He spent money, and the money is, you know, it's paying off now, you know, with Van Dijk and, you know, the strategic signings. And Barcelona, you know, I haven't seen much to indicate that they can be able to contain such a pacey Liverpool team.
Yeah, Andrew, I think the first leg being in Spain is so much better for Liverpool because, you know, the mystique about the new camp.
Yeah.
When it's in the second leg, you know, as how United experienced it,
Yes.
it can be pretty daunting. But to get over and dust a bit in the early phases, you go there, you play, you try your best, and what the result you get, you know that you've tasted that bit of fire.
Yeah.
So coming to the second leg, it can be a lot better in Anfield. So I think it's really good for Liverpool that the first leg is in Spain.
Yep.
And because I think that, Andrew, I see a very enterprising 2-2 draw. I see Liverpool scoring, and I see Barcelona scoring as well. Because, I mean, you still haven't found a good partnership for PK because Umtiti is the real partner, but he has been injured this season.
Yeah.
So his compatriot, Clement Longley, has been deputizing for him. And he has been a bit shaky. And PK, to me, PK needs someone really strong next to him.
Yeah.
Him and Umtiti, him and Puyol was solid.
Yep.
But anybody else, it gets wobbly.
Yep.
And with Longley there, I don't think PK would be as strong and fortified. And with Salah running against him, and Mane has been like the guy this season that has been under the radar, but has been probably Liverpool's best player.
Yep.
And he scored goals, assists, and he did everything, really.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so I think that when they're cutting in, he can really confuse those Barca backline because for Barcelona, yeah, Alba on the left, but on the right, we still don't know who they may play. Is it Sergio Roberto? Is it Nelson Semedo? We just don't know. So that sort of discrepancy can be a problem for Barcelona.
Yeah, you know, we mentioned this in the other game as well. You know, Barcelona essentially has the title wrapped up, but Liverpool as well. You know, they're going toe-to-toe with Manchester City. You know, we're going to speak about that as well. Do you think the anxiety of Liverpool with the potential of winning 2 titles? Liverpool is another team as well that hasn't, well, in terms of the Premier League, haven't won the Premier League in many years. They had Champions League glory under Rafael Benitez. But, you know, everybody refers to the Gerrard slip-up.
Yep.
Steven Gerrard slip-up against Chelsea.
Slippery Steve?
Yeah, Slippery Steve. That's, you know, I'm not a Liverpool fan. I felt it for Liverpool fans. And I really thought that was their year. You know, Brendan Rodgers and those guys. I was like, hey, you know, this is it. And do you think that the fact that they're still competing for the title plus the Champions League would be detrimental to their plans? You think that would be a negative?
It would have an impact, for sure. But in the Premiership, Liverpool, they played their hardest games.
True.
They got through the Spurs difficulty. They played United. They played all the harder teams. So the run-in isn't as rigorous. So I think that once this game at the new camp is done with, I think they can plan much better for the Prem and for the second leg and maybe even the finals. So I think that when it comes to this part of the season, if you can't get yourself hyped for a Premiership run-in or a Champions League semi-final, then as a professional, something's wrong with you.
Yeah, I agree.
So this is the time where you really evolve and you really show that this is why you are a professional footballer. This is what you live for, really.
Yep. And also, you know, just speaking about outstanding players, obviously with Barcelona, you know, Messi is the talking point. But Salah has come back into form.
Yeah.
He looked like he was struggling throughout the entire season. And by his own standards, he wasn't performing really well. I still think that Salah, not at 100%, still did pretty well. But you could have seen he sort of lost a step. He didn't have that confidence in front of goal. But it seems to be getting it at the right time. It seems as if the Liverpool, everything is falling into place for Liverpool. You know, they just can't stop winning in the Premier League. As you said, you know, I think they only have Huddersfield, Newcastle, and Wolves, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. And those, I don't like to say they're easy games. That is just like a foot in mouth for any analyst or commentator. But it seems as if like it's all set for them. But on the flip side, we're going to flip that around. Barcelona, and I've seen it with Pep and other teams, the fact that the league is already done and dusted, do you think that complacency may be actually a negative factor?
The PSG syndrome.
Yeah, the PSG syndrome, and apparently the Pep Guardiola syndrome. A lot of people are saying that, you know, when he dominated the Bundesliga, that sometimes that, you know, the players lost a bit of that momentum with the competitive matches, and they're saying the same thing with Manchester City as well. That's debatable. That's something we could speak about. But do you think that's something that could affect Barcelona? The fact that, you know, the players have already wrapped the league up and the intensity of play may dip a little bit?
I think so. I think having a weak Real Madrid this season in La Liga has and could impact Barcelona in raising that bar, because usually you have a very fit and prominent Real Madrid and very feisty Atletico. But that's not the case this year. So in a sense, they're going against a team that we're going to show all guns blazing, and they haven't really experienced that this year in La Liga. And in Champions League too, United didn't put up much of a fight. Lyon, yeah, but this is where the proof is in the pudding, really.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is definitely Barcelona's toughest challenge. And, you know, before we get into the final predictions, I just want to say a special thank you to all the guys and gals commenting in the comment section below. I've been very impressed with the detail. I mean, I think there was a comment that was literally about 30 lines long explaining, and it was very impressive. I was shocked. And it shows that, you know, we have highly intelligent football fans out there. You know, once again, I've said it before, congratulations to Trev. You know, he won the FIFA 19 challenge, you know, so there is motivation to comment in our comment section below. So do that. Let us know what you think. Also, check out our polls on Twitter and Facebook. I'll put that link in the description below. And let us know what you think, how this game is going to turn out. So, moving along to the judgment part of the game. Kevon, how do you think this first leg is going to turn out?
2-2. Goals in Barca and Liverpool, because both can score, but they both can't really defend too much. So,
I think it's going to be 2-1 to Liverpool. Unconvincing. I mean, sorry, 2-1 to Barcelona. I think it's going to be an unconvincing 2-1, and it's going to be a very tricky game heading back to Liverpool. So I think Barcelona, for you Barcelona fans out there, I know this may not rub you guys the right way, but I think it's definitely Barcelona's biggest challenge, and they're going to have to be on their A game to handle this Liverpool team. I've been very impressed with them. So let us know what you think in the comment section below. I said that before. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, because when you do that, you automatically qualify for the FIFA 19, a chance to win the FIFA 19, sorry. Because I said that once before, and I had to let people know, no, you automatically qualify for a chance. It was like, where's my FIFA? I was like, no. Okay, and also stay tuned, because we have some conversations with ESPN FC's Shaka Hislop, where we speak about a lot of Caribbean content, in specifically CONCACAF, the CONCACAF Nations League, and the upcoming Gold Cup. So I'll put that link in the description below. You can also check that out up here. So we have wonderful content for all you guys and gals.
Ronaldo decision validated. You came through unscathed.
It's always good fun.
Thanks for watching. If you want to check out more, look at this video. And don't forget to click the subscribe button, because when you do, one of your enemies will be destroyed.